G'day, authors, writers, and enthusiasts. Let's write a book. You've done your research. You've read guides. You've watched critiques. You've read stories, both good and bad. You understand the three-act structure and the hero's journey. And now you've come to my channel to put all of that theory into practice. Or this is the first step on your journey. Either way, here we are at the start of your adventure, and I'm calling you to action. If you follow through with this series, complete all of its progress, at its conclusion you should have the first draft of your novel. There are some things you should note before we get into it. First, this is a series for people who like to plan out their novels a bit before they write. I'll be doing a series for people who like to write by the seat of their pants later on. Number 2, this is my method. It works for me, but it might not work perfectly for you. I still encourage you to do it, because you will learn, even if you do end up scrapping it. And number 3, anyone can write something amazing. It takes courage to write something that is garbage. And that's the mindset we're going to be taking into this series. Everything we write will be bad. And that's good, because that can be fixed in editing once we have the actual story done. With that out of the way, let's start brainstorming. Methods of brainstorming vary from author to author. For the purpose of demonstration, I've selected to just open up a blank document and think. It's fairly common to do this. It's something you can do just while bored on the computer. Anywhere you have a laptop, you have the option of doing this. You just open it up and start typing. You can type anything, really, that might help you with your story. You should probably think of things like characters, their loves, their hates, their family, home, just things of this nature, just general sort of, cool phrases, outfit, personality. That's just some things you can think about the world. Get away, bug, you son of a bitch, I'm writing. You can think about the world. Import and trade. Scope for your story. Consider supernatural stuff, like magic or high tech. Themes. Like, you can go really complicated, like exploring the divide between the destitute and the affluent, between the rich and the poor. You can do something simple, like why it's bad to lie. Possible. Look at Alice in Wonderland. The only theme in that has is nonsense. But it's still a fantastic novel. Locations that are not specific to, like, not the world itself, not the culture, just locations like fight scenes or cinematic locales. Or meeting places, or the final showdown arena, whether or not that's in That could be that last one, the final showdown arena, could actually even be just the place the protagonist runs to catch his love before she gets on a plane to China. I don't know. Things like that. Scenarios. Once again, fight scenes fits into this, but so do comebacks and jokes. Any other kinds of humor or horror. Horror or dread. You can't do jump scares in novels, but you can definitely build up a sense of unease over the course of time, over the course of the entire book. Dialogue. Turns of phrase, either unique to your world or to your character. Accents, because they tell a lot about people and the culture that's born them. Curse words. For example, in a younger audience, you might use fiddlesticks. But if your audience is going to be older, you can curse. But you can also refrain from cursing entirely, and as a rule, even in an adult novel. I don't know how to spell miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. Just anything that you think might be cool. Like, maybe you thought of that cool plant that causes agony for years. Or love is a series of minor adjustments for the sake of another. And so much more. This hasn't been very interesting to watch. I know. It's not interesting to watch. But do it. It's fun to do once you actually start. This here, that's just an idea of the kinds of things you should write for your brainstorming session. Sessions. It shouldn't be a single thing. You should do it over and over. Whenever you come up with a new idea, remember to add it to your notebook or your page. Not everything that you write down in here will end up in your novel, but they are ideas you could use for another novel. Depends on where you go. In a week, I'll show you what I came up with. Then I'll leave you at it for another week. So in 2 weeks' time, we'll get on to the next step, which is writing theme. Your homework for this week is to brainstorm. It's to come up with at least a page full of ideas that you might include into your novel. Things that you like. Things that you want to see in a novel. That's your homework for this week. Until next time, be sure to like the video, follow me on my social medias, subscribe if you're new, and have a good one. Get writing. So, here we are at the end card. I am not sure what I'm going to put here in the future. For now, it's just here to stop the recommendeds from overtaking the rest of the content. Leave some suggestions down below.